Hey, welcome back, everybody.
Hi, you guys. We are excited about this haul. This one's going to be a little longer. So if you have a cup of hot chocolate or tea or coffee or whichever you prefer, go ahead and grab it, sit back, relax. We have some vintage items, some tools, we have a little bit of everything in this video for you today. So it's going to take a minute to go through all our goodies. We thought about splitting it up, but then we're like, hey, let's just do a nice long video. Some people are snowed in and maybe you just want to watch us today. So let's get started.
All right. Let's start with real simple. Our granddaughter is almost 2, so a couple coloring books for her. They were 50 cents a piece at the yard sale. Can't go wrong with that.
Okay, so this is going to take a minute. I have a couple pieces of jewelry that I'm going to share with you that I found at this estate sale. And look at this absolutely gorgeous necklace. Now, a lot of times these will show up in my Whatnot show. You can see the older clasp on there. Or sometimes I will list them online, just depending on the value. But I just love the colors in this one. And then I have a couple more.
Nice.
Then I have this old vintage brooch. You can see that. And then also a little hummingbird that I found. Hopefully that is, I can't tell if it's focusing or not. And then we also found, I also found these cute little earrings and I couldn't pass them up. How adorable are those? And I think that's the last of the jewelry, so we'll jump back to Jared.
When you're out thrifting and looking around, guys, you want to look for older lures and jigs. Again, I'm in Florida, so find a vintage sale that has these things. These things will probably, we paid half price for these, so 3 piece for these and two for this one. They'll probably sell for 10 to 15 bucks a piece. This one here's mine.
Do you see that? He does keep stuff too, so he can't just pick on me about it.
Little.
Oh, come on. So we found this little bag here. It is really awesome. I think it's older. It's got some printing on the zipper and stuff. And then we also found these little hands that you can put on your Christmas tree or other places. Thought those were really neat, little Victorian style.
The next thing I found is this box in the garage at an estate sale, and it's got a air-powered sawzall or jigsaw or whatnot, and it's got multiple bits in here. I paid $3 for that. The thing will probably retail for about 29 to 30 bucks. I may keep it in the box too.
All right, then I found this little guy who is super cute. It's a little Santa. It's an Anna Lee, and it does have the tags and the markings and all there on the back. So I grabbed him.
That's a pretty good find. I'm gonna go with the brass whale. He looks mean. His teeth showing and everything. We were looking at comps of these. These are all over the place, depending on which one it is. They went from $30 to $100. So
yeah, brass can do pretty well.
It's a really nice set.
So it wouldn't be a show if I didn't feature at least one book. So I did come across one to add to my book show. So I thought I'd go ahead and show that one.
I'm gonna go with something else from the garage. And again, a toilet float. If you guys have seen my shorts on these before, I paid $1 for this at the estate sale. Even if I got it, sold it for $15, it's a good flip.
All right, and then I found this vintage ceramic photo frame. It's in really great condition. How pretty is that?
I got some bits, some masonry drill bits. Paid $4 for them. Don't know the brand. To look it up a little bit more. I'm pretty familiar with tools, but here's another drill bit and a threader. What do you call it? Tap set for it.
That's why it's fun to do these videos and just go for it. You never know what we're gonna say or what we're gonna come up with, and we both do it. So
that thing that
just
thing
go
that
with
goes
it.
this way and that way and upstairs.
Upstairs,
downstairs.
We're just keeping it real here. All right, I also found this vintage doily. I found it And I put it down. I wasn't sure, but you know, another thing we didn't mention, everything was half off. So this only ended up being $1. And it was funny because he came back around later and he's like, hey, I found this. Can't believe you didn't pick it up. And I'm like, well, actually I did, but I wasn't sure. I don't know why I wasn't sure. But anyway, it came back with us for 50 cents because these can flip really well also.
How about an AirPods wallet? Looks like it's a soft leather inside, really clean. So I picked it up. I think we paid 50 cents for that also.
And then this is another find I was excited about. And if you guys are just joining, Etsy is a new platform for us anyway. We've only been there about a week right now by the time you're watching this video, which is February 2026, just so I can remember. But I'm getting into a lot more of the vintage items, realizing that they do really well on Etsy, and I've already made some good sales. So I picked up this little wooden heart, but you guys, look at it's from 1908 calendar on that. And I just thought that was really cool. So that came home with me.
How about this is going Etsy also, vintage needles, sewing needles.
Yes, I actually have a bunch more sewing items to go through. The amount of inventory we have to list, so just me trying to be one person listing during the day because he works full time. I don't know if you guys know that about it, but we're trying to get him to the point that someday our business is big enough that won't have to happen. So we're working really hard toward that.
Retirement.
But yeah, so I do a lot of this at home all day long. It's my full time, 7 days a week, pretty much. So I found these vintage gloves that are absolutely darling. There was 2 pairs of them. These have a couple little stains. I'm gonna do some OxiClean up and all and see if I can get those out. Look at those little adorable bows and attention to detail. I just love these kind of items myself, and I enjoy sharing them and showing them and selling them.
All right, I'm going to go to vintage ornaments. Benny's. If anybody knows where Benny's is, leave us know in the comments. But it's a Bradford Exchange. So I got those and this set here. And I think I paid $2 for the set of them. All 4 of them. Both boxes of them.
Yeah, that's another thing we want to reiterate. Be careful where your margins are with what you're picking up. Don't overpay for items that you don't think you can get a good flip for. And it's like we always like to say, make sure you're using your investments to go back into your inventory. Don't spend too much and get yourself in a bad place. Make sure you know what you're doing with the budgeting. That's what we do. Everything we make, we flip back into the business. That's how we do this. Okay, so another item that I was surprised, I recently learned that these do really well online, and I would not have even have thought about it. But when we were at this recent estate sale, I found it new in package. You guys, pantyhose. Seriously. So it was half off. They wanted 2 for them. I paid only $1. Comps are everywhere depending on the brand, the size, who's looking for it. It can go anywhere from $8 to $10 up to as high as $30 or $40. So this is a new research area for me. I'm excited to look into it. But either way, for only paying $1 for it, I'm going to make some kind of profit. So be sure to look out for your pantyhose.
Pantyhose. Mine too. All right. So this is not vintage, but this is a workout rope. I paid $5 for it. They retail online for about $30. So it's going to be a larger shipment, but thought it was a good investment to try it out. While I'm in the process of that, I'm going to hit you with this also. It's an 8-pound weighted vest. I bought 2 of these. I paid $4 a piece for these. Again, not a big flip, but reasonable.
Okay, so another item that Jerry came across, this is a Teleflora one. So not super vintage or anything, it's made in Taiwan. There's a little information about it there on the bottom, but it's still a beautiful little collector's piece. So we grabbed that.
All right, so then I picked up a handful of figurines, DC, Marvel Comics, Marvel comic people. And I paid $0.25 piece for them. And I looked them up. I was really surprised. Most of these go for about $5 a piece. This one here, $5, but this one went for about $10. So great find for those.
Then we found this other beautiful piece here. Look at the detail on the trim. This is Gorham Fine China Cherry Wood collection. It's 24 karat gold, hand banded from Japan. So there's a little bit about that on the back. Absolutely gorgeous. But I do have to tell a funny little story. Actually, it was not funny. It's only funny because it turned out well.
It's funny.
So we were packing everything up from the estate sale, and we did get some clothes, which we're going to show you some of those. And I wrapped everything like this, really careful in there. And I kept saying to him, now remember, be careful with those clothes when you pull them out, because I wrapped stuff in there and I don't want them to break. We were standing here getting stuff ready for the show, and I went to pick up one of the pieces of clothing and forgot, my bad. This hit the floor, and I thought for sure it was gone. I was like, oh no. The very thing I asked you not to do, and I forgot about it because we've been so busy today. But somehow it was meant to be, because there is not a crack, chip, scuff mark, nothing. So not only is it durable, or fine china, but it is durable china. So that was pretty impressive. Shout out to Gorham for designing these dishes.
It was funny because I didn't drop it. That's why it was funny. All right. Spooktown collection.
Yeah, I saw that one from the car. I was like,
And-
oh.
Yeah, so I ran up and grabbed it, and he gave it to us for a couple bucks. I did open it up and check it out. All the pieces are in there. Didn't see anything broke. This should retail for about 20 bucks.
Yeah, and his yard sale that we're combining in with an estate sale, we have both of them today because we just wanted to do the one video. What I have to say is the guy is actually also a reseller. He buys a lot of the storage units and stuff. So he was like giving us little different prices, and then by the time we got to the end, we just had like a pile of like clothes and little things that we've been showing, and he was like 20 bucks. And we were like, sold. So that alone will pay for what we got at the yard sale and stuff.
And we got a lot of stuff there.
Yeah, and then you get to know those people, go back to where they're at, know that they're doing storage units, and they get rid of a lot of stuff. Sometimes they do dollar deals and stuff. It's awesome. So this was at the estate sale. I think it's a Jello mold. I always forget what these are.
Yeah.
Made in Korea. And these do really well with resale. Also, I remember my mom having some of these growing up and stuff hanging on the wall, and all they're really cool.
Not a crazy find, but personal use. We have trees in our backyard, but these are to help pick up the leaves in the yard. So we picked these up at the estate sale also.
Okay, so I was excited about this one. This was also from the guy that had the storage unit and lumped everything together for 20 bucks. I just pulled it out of a box. It still had like all its bubble wrap and everything around it, but I always have an eye for glass items. So this gorgeous basket. Here is the marking on the back, which I was not familiar with. So I went to try to look it up, but everything I could find on it was like in a different language. So I have to research this one, but it was back from the early 1900s. I did see the dates on them, and they can do really well for resale. It's going to be another one that's hard for me to put online, but I'm going to end up listing it, but I'm going to do some more research to make sure I've got everything in order. So if you're watching this and you are familiar with this pattern and design and marking, please let me know. I'm interested in any information you might have on that.
All right. This also came from the estate sale. It is just a throw, but what were they called? I remember these when I was a kid.
Yeah, Haley always like this. They're like the Mexican blankets or something. What is it called?
Well,
I don't know. But again, if you know, put it in the comments below. We have so many thoughts in our heads when we're doing these videos. We try to keep it all straight. What's what, what's worth what. So this was another exciting find. This was a wool blanket, beautiful colors, made in Edinburgh. No, made in Scotland.
Scotland.
But it's for the Edinburgh Woolen Company. All wood, all wool. It is obviously not wood. Dry clean only. In excellent condition, and these resell really well also.
Okay.
Woo, can't talk today.
This was in the estate sale, and it was half price there, so we got this. I did pick this up for about $15. A little bit higher than what we typically would buy it, but it did have the remote control, and it's in really good shape. Still has the Sony sticker on it. This is retailing for about $50 online.
We are going to test it first before listing it and make sure everything is good with this. So the next thing we found was this Eddie Bauer jacket. I found this one. This is a vintage one. The other thing I thought was pretty cool about it is it says Eddie Bauer there in the zipper. Now you can see there's some white markings and stuff on there. I haven't cleaned this up yet, but again, usually between the Dawn Power Spray and some OxiClean and stuff, a lot of things will clean up really nice. So if it doesn't clean up nice, it'll be personal use, but if it cleans up well, it's definitely getting listed.
All right, the smalls, the stuff that you don't typically pick up. He just threw this in, but it's a Craftsman pocket screwdriver. These are really nice to have, especially when you're working in the back of a piece of equipment or something. Nice to have in your pocket. Also has some double-sided sticky tape, which is a nice little find. They wanted I got it for $1, so that was good stuff.
So another yard sale that we went to had a couple of shirts. So I grabbed this Pokemon shirt, and again, it just needs some cleaning up. We'll see how it comes out first before I decide whether or not I'm listing.
And I've got a pair of Comfy Fit Jeff slacks. They're size 40-29, but I think I picked these up for $1.
Yeah, we mentioned before on our channel that a lot of the plus sizes do really well for us. Sometimes they'll go in our Whatnot shows, and then other times we will list them on our online places. So this one is Sailor Moon. It's another little graphic tee that I picked up, and I think I only paid like $1 a piece for these.
And then Tommy Hilfiger. Really, really nice color for down here. So really good shape.
And then I found this. This was another piece that was part of the $20 yard sale. This is a John Paul Richard extra large. Really nice little shirt there.
All right, another nice lady shirt, 3/4 sleeve.
Okay, and then this was also part of that yard sale. It's Eden and Olivia, and I haven't looked it up yet, but I thought the graphics on this one were super adorable. It's got just like glasses and flowers and all kinds of different things on there, so I grabbed this one.
And another lady shirt. It's No Boundaries. Short sleeve shirt.
Okay. You can do that one. See why you have it.
And then the last thing that I have,
I can take.
what do you call those things? Through?
It's like
a shawl
cardigan
pullover
style.
cardigan.
Yeah. Oh, do I have it? Oh, it's short sleeve. Okay.
It's short sleeve.
I think I have it inside out. My bad. I put it on the hanger inside out because I can see the tag.
Yeah, you sure do.
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
oops.
it's really
Beautiful.
it's a really
colors.
good. That's a good cover over too if you want to use it for the beach. Okay.
Okay, so I found this piece at the estate sale and I was excited about it anyway because I thought it was an absolutely lovely piece. See, it had $5 and again, it was half off, so it was $2.50. Here's the back. And we were looking it up. It's a James W. Tufts in Boston. It's a little hard to read. Quadruple plate, 4314. It's marked. Well, he was playing around with some of the comps and stuff on this, which we're gonna test more and make sure everything is legit. You guys, this can go for like $600. Look it up. Totally serious. I had no idea. I mean, I knew it was good quality. I knew it was worth something, but I had no idea. It still has the plate holder and everything on it. I had no idea that I might have just hit a really big score on this one. So
No.
yeah, I'm excited. We
$2.50.
will update, like once I get it listed after researching it, and if we sell it and stuff like that, I will do an update video. So I'm excited about this one. And I think that was our last thing today. So we didn't do too bad. I thought maybe our video was going to be a little longer than what it is, but we appreciate you being here.
Yeah, thanks. If you like everything you see, like and subscribe.
Thanks again, guys, so much for joining us, and we will be back really soon to bring you some more.
Bye.
Bye.